Hey. What's up? It's your girl Christina Storm here. Yes, it is. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yes, it is Pride, baby. It's June. It's Pride. Are you all ready for loose rap tonight? So let's get right into it with no hesitations, no cut cards. Let's get into it. Loose rap tonight. We're going to hit to you on the street. It's a lot of stuff going on this week. So we're going to be doing 2 episodes. I want to thank everybody that's been coming back and watching the show. And I appreciate everybody's feedback and likes and shares and everything of that nature. So yes, this past week, we had Pride. It was supposed to be Black Pride and Gay Pride going on. But because of the coronavirus, we haven't had it. But I decided to put a little something up. I couldn't go too crazy, But it does say, be proud, be proud, be proud. No, seriously, be proud of who you are. And love who you are. And love the people around you that are LGBTQ. So let's get right into Loose Rap, Season 1, Episode 5. So yes, we are on Episode 5. Tea on the street. If you don't know what tea on the street is, it's anything dealing with the DMV, anything dealing with the world itself, dealing with the music entertainment business, what else? The LGBTQ community, anything. So it's based, tea on the street is just news, gossip, and anything that's out there that's public to man. So let's get right into it. June 11, 2020, alleged audio of NYPD officers urging police to shoot and run over the pedestrians and the protesters that are in New York. There's the video out there where the guy is 2 police officers communicating back and forth, and you can tell that the second person that made comments was a high level position. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry. Are in high level positions. And it's crazy because this is how it goes. It says, I'm gonna just read what was said on the video and you can go watch it. Central, we have a group of people blocking traffic on Elbon and Dean Street. They're refusing to let and then it goes blank, and then it says Eastwood on Dean Street in Albany. We're stuck here. Then it goes on. Then you hear this aggressive voice on the background say, "Run them over, shoot them motherfuckers!" Like, don't put. And then I guess somebody was also listening to it because it's like 3 different voices. Don't put that on the air. They like, don't put that on the air. I'm like, huh? Did they repeat that? So I had to go back and listen to it because I'm like, I know police officers slip up and say some shit because they mad or whatever the case may be, but it seemed like all of them was in cahoots except for that one person that was like, don't say, and I can't even say that person was in cahoots because they said don't say that on the air, so you can say it, but just don't say it while you on the walkie-talkies. I think that was crazy because, and I think it was crazy because of the fact that what happened recently in DC and not in Southeast, but downtown DC, when Trump did that bullshitted ass speech that he did in public announcement, whatever the case may be, on the news, where he literally had, I swear that man had that day one speech already prepared. It was like he been practicing that speech over and over again. Like it was like some lines for him from a movie. That's what it seemed like to me. During that time, Trump said it, and after he did the speech, decides to have the police officers and National Guard bone rush the pedestrians and the protesters that was at the church and take a picture at the church. Like, really? Dude, you're not... Who do you think you are? Not only that, but those fools seriously sat there and did that. Now, you know what I'm saying? What if you lost your job because of it? What if you get dishonorably discharged? Even though you got the president backing you, you still look stupid doing that. Because you got to deal with these people every day. This ain't going to just stop. I think that was crazy. I think, like I said before, I think the police officers need to have mental checks every damn month. Shit, the way things going now, you need to get them checked every damn week. I think police officers, it should be a certain criteria, and you should have certain background. And if it's anything in your background or family history that deals with racism, classism, or whatever the case may be, that puts you in a position where you cannot deal with everyday people, because the everyday person is all of the everyday people in this world are not white. Let's be honest. The average person in this country is not white. I mean, like they just stop it, cause y'all getting crazy with it. Like Trump got y'all so daggone twisted in the head, like it's okay to do anything, but then when you get yourself killed or somebody start beating your ass, then you gonna cry wolf. Now you can't cry wolf when you are the fucking wolf. You a wolf in wolf's clothing. How that work? That don't even sound right. A wolf in wolf's clothing. Bless your hearts. That's all I can say. Bless your hearts. Your hearts. Bless your hearts. June 2nd, 2020, from Reality Wives. Man killed by police officers. All body cams were deactivated. Police chief fired. This was a story that came from Louisville, Kentucky. In Louisville, the Louisville Police Department under fire now after police chief and 2 other officers have been fired due to a barbecue business owner being shot and killed and left for basically left for dead and killed in the West End in Louisville, Kentucky. David McEddy, I believe that's how you say his name, McEddy, owner of Yaya's Barbecue, was shot and killed early Monday morning after law enforcement was told to enforce the curfew amongst protesters. His body was left in the street for 12 hours. Louisville Mayor said he learned that the officers were involved in the incident and had their body cams on, and they were nowhere near activated, or you could see anything basically when the shooting occurred. He goes on to say this is not the type of activity that he tolerates. So now it's like, okay, you don't tolerate it, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? So it says the assistant chief of police says not only has the chief and the officers been fired, and also were they involved, but there were National Guardsmen that were involved in this too. Which, if you know, the National Guard is spread out throughout this country right now, and I do somewhat believe this because of the fact of what happened in DC. And what was told to them police officers in the National Guard in D.C. by Trump. I think that it was stupid for y'all, especially during this time. We already got our cell phones, and you know people out here recording shit. And if you don't see them recording, that don't mean they not recording. And you know not every police officer that you work with is crooked. 85% of y'all is, but there's still that other, you know what I'm saying, 15% that's not crooked, and you just so happen right across that 15%, and this assistant chief of police telling all the tea about the National Guardsmen and everybody. I think that they purposely did that shit because of the fact that they got an okay to shoot anybody. As a police officer, they can't tell me that you ain't got an okay to shoot anybody. But not only that, if they felt threatened by anybody that was out there, I wish I could find that law, because it's in my head and I can never get it out. But it's a law out there, and somebody send me the name of it, please, to the DM, a loose rap, or whatever the case may be, or to just me if you know me personally. There's a law out there where you literally can sit there and shoot somebody just for being scared or defenseless. That to me is stupid as hell, because white people always ready to pull the trigger. I mean, no harm when I say this, but when shit go left, it's white people and black people are so quick to pull the trigger because they are scared. of what of the situation, especially when it's racially infused. Y'all gotta get y'all shit like this again. Y'all gotta get y'all shit together because the police got caught in New York doing talking that stupid shit, and then y'all not wearing y'all cameras during not only during the pandemic, but during this crazy ass. It's not crazy. Let me take that back. During this crazy time where civil rights is back at its peak, and we are fighting for it bigger and stronger than ever. And I wish I could have I wish I could get on that what I was streaming from the show. But we are getting we're it's becoming bigger, and it's necessary now. Police officers, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. Y'all was not given that power to abuse it. That's just like Superman having powers and him abusing it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it's gonna be some drawback to that. Either y'all gonna lose your job, or eventually the citizens themselves are gonna get tired, and they not gonna do no citizens arrest. They're gonna do a citizen drive-by, and they're gonna shoot all your asses up. Or shit, do what the person did at the what was that? Was it Missouri where they took the building up in flames? The police department. That's how you know it was an incident. It's nowhere in the world that somebody got into the police department and lit that whole damn building up like that. No way in hell. It's that was some inside shit. And it probably was a governmental thing. If it wasn't a governmental thing, that was somebody that hated their fucking job as a police officer because they know the other officers ain't doing what the hell they supposed to do, and decide to light that bitch on fire. December 5th, 2019, smallpox hit the UK, and it says a confirmed case of smallpox in the UK has been announced by the Public Health England, or PHE. It says the diagnosed with the disease were tested and believed to have contracted it through a person visiting Nigeria. Dr. Mira Child consulted biomicrobiologist. I think that's how you say that properly. In one word. Okay, so the microbiologist at PHE, and it was told to her that smallpox does not spread easily between people or human beings, let's say that, and the risk is very small to general public. Smallpox, and to explain what smallpox is, so that for those you don't know, smallpox is a rare disease caused by monkeypox. This monkeypox virus has been reported to be mainly in Central or West African areas. So my thing is, even though it's in the UK, it's still something, and they say small percentage of people can get it. Come on now. I don't believe that for a long shot, because they said that same shit about a lot of things that we have going on in our country as far as disease. It's a small population that it can get it, or it's a small chance somebody can get it. Look at the coronavirus. The coronavirus wasn't supposed to spread like it did, and the only reason why it did because people still want to be stupid and not want to educate themselves and not clean their ass and wash their face and wash their hands. Let's be honest, and to still be out there after you got told not to be out there. And this ain't come from Dodo Bird in the office. This came from the health department, the CDC. Like, I believe the CDC before I believe the health department and anything dealing with the government. I even believe the CDC if they say the moon is about to fall on us, because the government still lies so damn much. Like, I wouldn't believe them. It's just so crazy to me. It's beyond crazy to me. And to think that smallpox is, they say it's small case, and it's like, it looks like if you ever seen it, it looks like chickenpox. And if you ever had chickenpox, you know how that shit feels. I remember having it as a little child. But it says it's not spreaded easily. I believe that that's a bunch of bullshit. and it sound like some shit that monkeys get. It sound like some shit that a spider monkey or something get, or some kind of monkey in Africa get, and somebody decide to fuck a monkey or sit there and have a monkey as a pet, because a lot of European or foreign individuals, especially the princes and kings and queens, they like having them crazy animals. I think that's probably what happened. The monkey had some kind of disease and they realized it, and somebody wound up getting it as a pet and wound up getting monkeypox. The monkeypox, hey, the monkeypox. Do you want the monkeypox? The monkeypox. Like, but yeah, I still think we should be careful because it don't matter what they say. We still got people traveling around the world. Trust and believe, them people that got some money in the bank that ain't gotta worry about this, who probably got a fucking cure for the damn coronavirus, or took the fucking cure that we supposedly don't have. I feel that there's people still traveling, and we need to be careful too, because it says it's in the UK. That's what I need to say about that, because they said that shit about the coronavirus. The coronavirus was gonna spread, basically, but because they had it under control, but you ain't had too much under control, because look where we at now. Bless y'all hearts. Y'all just doing too much. Monkeypox flying around. Y'all might as well let the damn monkeys run around the UK. How the hell you get monkeypox from... and you in the UK. You got monkeys in the UK? Besides the monkeys that walk around on 2 feet and wear clothes, y'all have monkeys in the UK? Like, come on now, like... It's just, bless your heart. May 31st, 2020 on TMZ. Faith Evans busted for domestic violence, allegedly attacked Stevie J. I'm just sitting here like, how do you attack Stevie J? How do you attack Stevie J? Like, his facial expressions alone. I mean, I do understand his facial expressions alone do make you want to bop him upside the motherfucking head. And then the shit that he say out his mouth be just so, you be like, ugh. But I really, I knew she had it in her, and the reason why I think that she abusive like that is because her last husband. I really do. I think her last husband, that's the reason why she abusive like that. And then too, she never really recovered from Biggie. And my only thing with that Stevie J situation with her was that it's still weird to me. Like, I understand why it happened and how it happened, but it's still weird to me. But it says Faith Evans was arrested earlier this week at her and Stevie J's home in LA. This is the cops called. It said that Faith and Stevie had got into a heated argument, and at some point it got violent. Police rep states that Stevie J had actual visible marks and scratches on his body and on his face. Faith was booked for a felony of domestic violence and bond out the same day. Supposedly the tension started way before they got married, but Lord, what's going on with me? I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, I'm really sitting here yawning on the thing, and that's just not me. I try to be professional. It's just been real busy this week. Supposedly there was tension way before the murder, I guess during the time frame they was supposed to be getting married or whatever the case may be. I'ma say this. Stevie J, you get what the fuck you sold. That's exactly what you get. Because you put Mimi through the ringer, you put Well, Jocelyn kind of put herself through the ringer, but y'all was so back and forth, and I, something tells me that you was the abusive one in Jocelyn's situation, because Jocelyn was so fucked up in the head until now, where we got to see a softer side of her. We didn't see that side on Love and Hip Hop. We see the side that everybody was talking about, like her family and friends was talking about, that we didn't see. We don't see when she was on Love and Hip Hop. You provoke women to bring out their evil side. So I don't really feel bad for you, Stevie, honestly, because of the fact that you knew who you was getting. You knew Faith was to know, just know anything soft, girl. Especially dealing with Biggie Smalls. His ass wasn't even all that damn soft. I mean, like, who the hell? How can you be soft and you dealt with Lil Kim and Faith at the same time? And you made Lil Kim what she is. You made Lil Kim that nasty, like, straight hood girl, because she wasn't like that. Faith, she had to come at you like that, because from the stories about her prior, she was home more than Lil Kim, probably. Definitely, I do believe she's probably home more than Lil Kim. It's just that, truth be told, they not gonna say that. They're not gonna say that Faith was home more than Lil Kim. But I do feel like Stevie J got what the fuck he deserved, especially after treating Mimi like shit for all these years, especially after changing. I can't say they fully changed her, because Jocelyn is always going to be Jocelyn, but I do see a side of her that we never was able to see on this new show, or like little previews of this new show she has with her burlesque brand. I think that you deserve everything you got. I don't think that it should have got to the point where your ass basically could have been in the hospital. But I do think that you abused me. I do believe, and she probably would never say it, but the way that y'all interact, I believe that you abused Mimi, and I definitely know you abused Jocelyn. If it wasn't physically, it was mentally, for a long period of time, especially when y'all first got together, because y'all was so hard on drugs and shit. And I don't care what anybody said. Allegedly, y'all was hard on drugs. Let me take that back. Allegedly, y'all was hard on drugs. But when you actually watched the TV show and the reunion, y'all was high off for something. Because y'all was popping off at every little thing. I think it was the second season. Y'all was popping off on every little thing. It didn't matter what. They could have said, Jocelyn heels look good. Pop, 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 pop. Y'all ready to fight. Y'all ready to fight. So, it's like, I can't feel bad for Stevie. I feel bad for Faith, because she really thinks that her being around Stevie gonna change him. That nigga is not gonna change. He's not gonna change, Faith. Like, he may change. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna change. Let me take that back. He's not gonna change him being a hoe. I don't think no man that has done it for a long period of time, just like a woman, can't just change that overnight. And if they do, tell me who can. So please come to me and tell me how the fuck you did that shit, because that's crazy to me. Like, he's manipulative. He's basically, he was Jocelyn's pimp. So I mean, but I just think that he got what he sold. I think Faith probably just had a lot of shit going on with her. And then the fact that Stevie J ain't the easiest person to be in a relationship with. Come on now. He is not the easiest person to be in a relationship. He may have a rocket dad money, or whatever the case may be, for his royalties and all, or whatever the case may be. But Stevie J is not one of the people that you mentally can be weak with, because he'll take full advantage of that. He's not one of the people that you have insecurities, because if you piss him off, he will prey on that. So Stevie, I just say you got what you deserved after so long, after so many years. Sad to say, but it's true, honey. It's true. It's really true. Sad to say. But yeah, I definitely feel that, he got what he deserved. I feel like Faith, somebody bailed her out, and I honestly think it was Stevie. He's did it before for Jocelyn, so I don't believe that he would have just let her sit in there. I feel like Stevie is a little boy trapped in a man's body, and he loves it that way because of the fact that Stevie J acts like a little ass teenage boy. His body may be a man. Shit, the sex may even be a man. The way he talk may be a man. But Stevie J mentally, just by the stupid shit that he do, is a little boy. It's still a little boy. So, Faith, kudos to you, bitch, because Jocelyn was whipping that ass up and down the motherfucking street. And the fact that you ain't let nobody beat your ass this time, kudos. Kudos. Bless your heart. So, I'm just sitting there thinking like, what the hell was Biggie doing? Because he must have been beating his big ass. He must have been mollywopping his ass up and down daggone New York. Because he definitely ain't, you could tell by the way that you talk about him and the way you carried yourself through the whole Biggie thing. He ain't treat you like he was treating Kim. He dogged Kim out for you. And still, for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe that Job of the Hut dick must have been good. You know, you never know. He could have had an big old Walkie down there. Who knows? But Faith, all I can say is, honey, kudos, because somebody needs to beat Stevie J ass, because Stevie J think that he is the shit. He is untouchable. But I do wish him well as far as recovering, because that's not something that is hard to do. But hey, you deserved it. I mean, you can't cry. Well, you can't cry after you done did all the shit that you did, and you know what I'm saying. People may have given you sympathy, but I guarantee you that shit was just because you was famous. If you wasn't famous, you wouldn't got no sympathy. If you was any average day dude, they got his ass beat by a female, they would have laughed you out. May 31st, 2020. A Florida cop tries to be violent with a peaceful protester, and a black female officer was not having a baby. This video was so funny to me, because she looked like somebody's damn mother. She came up there, he was being real disrespectful. And I'm not going to say that the young man wasn't being disrespectful, but the clip that I seen, it seemed just like they was having a little hollering match or whatever the case may be. Or he was just being the young man was just being a protester and being forthcoming and forward and everything. And the police officer couldn't stand it. So the police officer started getting aggressive. And if I'm correct, he put his hands on him. And that woman came out of nowhere, like she had teleported from Deep Space Nine, like she was on daggone Star Trek's Deep Space Nine. And her ass sat there and said, "Poof!" She came out of nowhere, bitch, and was like, no, we're not doing this. No, get back." She pushed that damn big ass white police officer around so damn much that it was other officers around, and I think they was going to allow him to do it, because you ain't see that no other officer tried to stop him. So you see this damn black lady, and she had to be like a foot shorter than him and small, you know what I'm saying, because the uniforms give you extra bulk on you. So she was small and was like, "No, we're not going to be doing that. We're not. I'm not even going to let you do it. You're not. And she just kept pushing, and the dude tripped up and everything. But on the way, with her pushing him away from the boy and getting him out of the scene, he pushed the little boy. So, I mean, like, dude, what is wrong with y'all? The lady was trying to save your situation so that you wouldn't look bad. But shit, you already was looking bad. You already knew what you was going to do. You already know what you were about. She may not know what you was about, but that's okay, because she was a good Samaritan or whatever the case may be. It was like, we're not doing this. No. What the hell? We're not doing this. We better than this. and pushed you away. You had the nerve to sit there and push the dad. He was a dreadhead too. Pushing the little boy. His head did like this. So it's all you saw was his head go to the left. His head and head go to the left. His body was still in the same position. But he pushed that boy so hard. And then it was like, okay, this lady ain't playing no games for him. We ain't got time for this shit. We not playing no games. I'm tired of seeing you motherfuckers do this. And then she probably was saying stuff too and just was like, I can't deal with this no more. And it's the perfect time to do it. But when is it ever the perfect time to act the fool and make sure that they're not doing stupid shit like that? Like just fighting somebody or shooting somebody or being discriminatory for no reason. Thank you, female police officer. I wish they gave us your name because you showed during these times that there are police officers and there are women that are willing to sit there and go to blow for blow with anybody. Because it's not a lot of women that we're seeing that's protesting or going blow for blow like that. It's a lot of the men and a lot of the young men. And I'm going to say this before I move on. Young black men and black men in general, be careful out here. It's one thing for the females because, they already want to breed with us. But please be careful, especially during the pandemic time and during these riots and protesting. They find a reason to shoot your ass. They find a reason to snatch you up and kill you or snatch your women up. So just be careful. Bless your heart. Every topic tonight was about some crazy ass police officer. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. So we're gonna move on to rainbowology. If you don't know what rainbowology is, it's dealing with anything but the GLBTQ, ABDC, children of the rainbow corn, and the education of the children of the rainbow corn community. The term for the week is going to come twice. You'll understand in the second video. But the term of the week is discreet. I'm going to give you the book version of what it is, and then I'm going to give you the street version of what it is. Or my version, you know what I'm saying? Because the street version, my version is the same thing. It was what I was brought up on. Discreet. A man who's either in a relationship or in denial about his sexuality or his sexual preference, or who he is attracted to, or he just wants some sex on the side. You're fucking trade, bitch. You fucking trade. You fucking trade. That's what you is. That's what you are. You's fucking trade, bitch. You ain't no fucking discreet because half of you motherfuckers don't care. But the problem is y'all don't care, but then you do care. You'll sit there and go out in public with the man or the trans woman or the gay man, and then when somebody come around that oh, now you want to be discreet, bitch. We've been outside for like 2 hours together. 2-3 hours, man. Shit, you may have been at the motherfucking house for the whole damn day, or for like the whole week, and we've been going out. Like, how can you sit there and say you discreet, bitch? We driving around together, holding hands together, and then you fucking me like a damn bunny rabbit. Like, how can you be discreet? People see you coming and going, or they see me coming and going. How can you be discreet? You motherfucker trade. You some motherfucker trade as niggas. That's what you is, niggas. Trade as niggas. Discreet may be used in a Caucasian persuasion situation, but in the black community, you're motherfucking trade. Trade. Let me spell it out. TRADE. Trade. If you don't know what trade is motherfucking dude or nigga that sits there and you either trade sexual favors for them, or you in a relationship, and you can be in a relationship with trade too. I don't recommend it, but you could be in a relationship with trade too, and they benefiting off of you, and you benefiting off of them some way, shape, or form. But it's not really as much of a connection as you would think it would be, because regardless if you're in a relationship or not, because you already know trade only there for one reason, either for sex, for or something, or money, or like a roof over their motherfucking head. And 9 times out of 10, you can find that anywhere. Not a good 80% of the men now, especially in the black community, that's all the fuck they are, is trade. You got straight trade out there for the straight women. It's just they just straight. They don't work. They don't do shit. So the first thing that they do is try to be your friend, or try to get in a relationship with you, and that's what it is. They if you want to take the sex and give them a roof over their head, or take their little food stamps or whatever, or you not. And shit, if you trade, you trade. I mean, accept it, deal with it. If you like trade, you like trade. I mean, accept it and deal with it, and bless your hearts. But I do feel like there should be a limit, like, to that shit, like, especially when you get to a certain age. You don't want no trade when you in your 30s and 40s old. You really want a grown ass man. You want a grown ass man that got his shit together, or at least got some of his shit together. You don't want to be dealing with trade all your damn life. Nobody do. It don't matter how your lifestyle is. Shit, I definitely don't want to be dealing with trade all my damn life. I had enough trade when I was 18 in my early 20s. Shit, I had enough of them. Shit, in my 18s and 20s, I was having fun. So yeah, I had a lot of different trade, but I don't want to have no trade now. Like, what the hell? I want to be. I want to be married in the next couple of years. I ain't gonna say next 5, because that's a long ass time. But I don't want to be 40 years old, 41 years old, get married. No. But I don't want. I never seen myself just being single my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And trade ain't where it's at. Trade all good and dandy when you young and you full of cum, and you ain't really got no shit to worry about. But when you trying to build a legacy, or you trying to build something for yourself, for your future, trade ain't the way to go. And it's trade. You know what's crazy? Trade. You have trade in your face as we speak, and they'll make you feel so damn good and make you think that everything perfect. But they still trade, because you doing all the fucking work. Trade. Sad but true. Sad. But the reason, for Rainbowology, I didn't have any topics, but I definitely wanted to talk about a little bit about my story. As you know, and if you don't know, I'm a trans woman. I'm 34. But my story, I don't know. I think my story is a little bit different from a lot of the trans women I've heard. Like, I mean, I struggle. I struggle every day. I feel like I didn't know that I was trans, honestly, until I got out of high school. And it wasn't even directly straight out of high school. It was like maybe 3 years. I mean, actually, it was not even 3 years. It was about 2 years after. Because I tell this story all the time, because I just turned 18 a couple of months prior. I went to a club called the Wet and Edge. You've heard me talk about this before. And they had a drag show. But the woman was the one lady that was there was not drag queen. She was actually a trans woman just performing. And I had a connection with her, and it wasn't like, with me, I'm a music head. It wasn't the music. It wasn't, and I love live performances and things of that nature, because I used to do it too. But I had this connection with her. Like, it was weird. I don't know how to explain, but it was a connection to her. And I was like, that's it. That's me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if everybody else had that, but I do know, like, for years I felt like, even when I was younger, I felt like I was different from the other boys. I knew I wasn't no normal boy. But I also knew that, knowing the little sneaky stuff that I did learn while, you know what I'm saying, still learning about myself as a youngster, like knowing what, finding out at a young age what gay was and watching it on TV and sneaking around to get information on it and everything at a young age. I knew I wasn't an average gay. I wasn't an average gay boy, but I also knew I didn't consider myself gay. If I don't know if that confuses y'all, but I never did always. But I did know that I was very feminine when I was in elementary school. I knew that, and I knew that I was going to be dealing with problems with that for a long time, and I did. It was a lot. I did. I really did. But I just as time got older, as I got older, I did realize that when I went to that club and I did research. And when I say I did research, y'all, it took me from, what was it, 19, 18, 19 when I seen her, where I was like 23, 24 before I started and did anything. And at 18, people were saying, girl, you need to go do this, you need to go do that. If you start right now, you be all kinds of fish, all kinds of tuna fish, all kinds of you little mermaid. And I'm like, yeah, that may have worked for you, but my story is different, and I knew it was different. I knew I was not gonna have it easy. I knew that I was gonna go through some craziness. I knew this in my spirit, but I knew that at the end of the day, when I was ready and when I was comfortable with who I was, because you can't just go on this journey as a trans person and not be comfortable with who you are, because it will cripple you. It will crumble you into millions of pieces. That's when I did it. Like when I said I was comfortable. So, and I've been doing it ever since. Like 24, I would say basically between 24 and a half. If we still saying that, because I'm an 80s 90s child, so I say I'm 34 and a half. So what? I'm a half. I could be 34 and a half, even though I'm 21. No, but I do. But I started hormones at 34. I mean 24. I'm sorry. And I remember because I was in Butler Gardens. I don't know if you know that place, but it's a place called Butler Gardens in DC. And I was there, and I was scared at first. I really was. My first pill, I was scared at first. And you know what's crazy? I started the hormones at Butler Gardens and wound up having to stop. I think I stopped taking hormones like 3-4 times. Some was health reasons. Some of them was just because of living situations or whatever the case may be. But yeah, my life and the journey as a trans woman, it's still exciting. I had a lot of ups and downs. I'm glad that I went through everything that I went through, because I wouldn't be the person that I am today, and I wouldn't be where I am today. Because I got some stories to tell y'all, and I'm going to tell y'all, but it's just that this ain't the time. I'm gonna do it. Actually, I'll probably do a series about it and like give a little story time or something. Like, I don't know. We'll come up. We will come up with a name, because I would love to have y'all feedback on that one. And then maybe it's a hot seat if y'all seen the hot seat. But yeah, my journey has been fun. It has been crazy. I've cried. I've been mad. I've done it all. And I just love it. You know what I'm saying? I love being who I am. I love being open and out loud. I love to be proud. I love it. And when people come around me that don't understand, it's easier for me to explain who I am, because my trans experience is definitely not everybody's trans experience. I know some people's trans experiences are very rough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the fishiest thing out there. Trust and believe I'm not. But I feel that I am. You know what I'm saying? I feel that I am. As long as I'm happy and confident in myself, I don't give a fuck what everybody else say. But yeah, like, you have to love yourself. You have to learn to love yourself to be a trans person. The moment you start loving yourself and caring for yourself and loving who you are regardless if you gay, straight, bi, cisgender, whatever the case may be, a fucking alien for all I care. When you start loving yourself and taking care of self first, all that bullshit, all that bullshit and negativity, and the people that supposed to be in your life, they'll stay around. And the people that don't supposed to stay in your life, trust and believe, either they gonna fade away by themselves, or in some way, shape, or form, they're gonna show you that they don't need to be in your life. It could be either that you're in a certain place in life, or your mind is focused on certain things and certain levels of things where they just can't understand because they still stuck in some stuff from the past, or something. But I definitely do know that this journey has not been easy, and it has shown me a lot of true colors of people. It really has a lot of true colors of people, and people have come and go. I mean, and people are still here, and then there are still people that are still here that I know not supposed to be here, but they will eventually fade away. They eventually will fade away because my life has changed so much, and so many other things are going on positive, not bad things, but so many other things are going positive, and it's a lot of people around me that have not grasped the concept of stop worrying about what everybody else is doing, or stop thinking that everything is going to just happen for you just to happen, like out the blue shit gonna happen. It don't happen. Like it's proven over and over again. Hard work, regardless what it is, regardless how much flack come from it, how much rejection come from it, how much, how much pressure comes from it, works every time. We're gonna hit spotlight. Spotlight is where I highlight different or shout out different companies, different people, or just somebody doing something good in the community, or a company that I feel, or business that I feel that someone will benefit from, or like I just want to praise. Like, okay, so the company that I'm gonna do now it's a tattoo artist. It's not a company. It's a tattoo artist, and he's on Instagram. He's an amazing artist. He does things freehandly, and he literally, like, you give him a concept, he'll come up with it, and he'll work with you. So check him out. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. His name on Instagram is I'm_A_billionaires with a Z. So capital I am. It may not be capital, but let's just say I am _BILLIONAIREZ. Make sure I got that right. Yeah, easy. Amazing tattoo artist. You get to see on his page you can see his progression from when he actually started up until now. So you get to see that he was already a crazy ass drawer and tattoo artist. But the shit that he does now, you wouldn't even. It feel like it's a totally different tattoo artist, but it's not. He does tattoos. He does require you to do a deposit, a non-refundable deposit. So if you do actually want to get a tattoo from him, I hit him up, and I'm supposed to be getting one done Tuesday, but you can't do what everybody else do. So I hit him up, and I'm supposed to get one done Tuesday. I may record it, I may not. I may just, if he let me. Those are the things you gotta, talk out. But I'm getting one Tuesday, and I can't wait, because he's did so much work on my best friend, and the work that he did on my best friend is amazing. And a lot of the work was custom work, where he just sat there and was just going off the top of his head, and it came out so good, so good. So please go to IM_A_billionaires to check out this great tattoo artist. I don't know his name, so I'm just gonna call him Billionaires. But I will know his name Tuesday. I don't. I really don't. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do. I met through my best friend, and he just called me. So we never exchanged names. He know my name, but I don't know his name because of my best friend. But I do. Please check him out. He's amazing. And during this time, tattoo artists need money. Tattoo artists, beauticians, and barbers need money, and especially when they're amazing people. When their skills are amazing, you can't deny amazing work. So please support him. Like I said, it's IM_A_billionaires with a Z, and you'd have to do a non-refundable deposit. So if you doing like I want to do a tap out session. I'm not going to do it right now, but I want to. Eventually, I will. But please go to him, deposit your coin, and get that tattoo, baby. So, cause it's warm. Even though it's warm, don't mean that your tattoo you can't have no tattoo. I want to say thank you all for, coming again and watching the show. I'm so sorry that I was yawning during the show. It would not happen again. This week I don't even want to explain myself because it's no excuse. It's way unprofessional, and it is what it is. I was yawning. But I definitely appreciate everybody coming. I appreciate everybody sharing the video. Please share the video. Please talk about the video. You can talk about me. You can talk about the topics. That's what this is for. To make you. Some of the topics is to make you think. Some of the topics just to keep you up to date with the bullshit that the celebrities on. Some of the topics is to probe your mind and take you to another level, because that's what we need. In this country, for questions and things like that to be said, because there's a lot of questions that we want to know as the people that we're too scared to ask, and that's what people like me is here for. That's why we have YouTubers. That's why we have interviewers and stuff. It's for us to ask those questions or answer those questions from our point of view. So I thank you for coming through and watching Loose Rap, and definitely watch the other shows that I did. It's what, five and a half, well, actually 6 episodes from episode 1 to today's episode. So please watch all of them. I would surely appreciate it. Watch all of them, enjoy them, laugh. You may even cry depending on what show you watch. You may get upset because I may say some shit that upsets you, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just because if it upsets you and you come back, obviously you like getting upset, and I'm okay with that. We can agree to disagree. So please, if you have any questions or topics, or just want to send me a DM or message, you can go to Loose Rap Show LLC at gmail.com, or you can go to Loose Rap Show at Instagram, or at Loose Rap Show on Facebook.com, or you can just hit me up with my DMs. Don't hit my personal page. If you ever find my personal page, don't hit me on my personal page. Go to Loose Rap. I respond to everybody. I try to respond to everybody. I try my best to make sure I'm looking at stuff all the time, even when I'm doing at my other job. So please, like I said, go share, comment, laugh, talk, converse about the topics, converse about me, get educated on a lot of things, especially during this time of the pandemic, and especially during our Pride season, because a lot of people don't know about the LGBTQ community. They think that we're just what they see on TV, and a lot of us are not. A lot of us do. There are some that try to live up to that TV fantasy of what a gay person or lesbian person or trans person is, but we're just normal human beings like everybody else. So I want to say thank you all again. Thank you for tolerating me tonight, especially with the yarning, and I definitely want to say be safe. Be safe. Protest. It's okay to protest, because I believe in the protest, but be safe. Be safe, because of this coronavirus pandemic. Miss Corona ain't playing with nobody. She's not playing with nobody. It's just like your grandmother when she say don't touch that motherfucking piece of chicken in the kitchen, and she seen your ass sit there with some grease and some crumbs on your lips, and she beat that ass with Black Beauty. And if you black, you know what Black Beauty is. the it's don't do it. So please be safe, y'all. It's crazy out here. It's not just the pandemic we dealing. We dealing with crazy people. We dealing with racism and everything else out here, and it's dangerous. Please be safe out here because of the coronavirus, the protesting, and just safe in general. I love y'all. Thank you for coming through. Like I said, please like, share, comment, and even if you want to, because I've done it too. DM some of these famous people. Maybe they like the show. And like I said, you can contact me or send your messages or fan mail or whatever the case may be to Loose Rap Show LLC at gmail.com or at Loose Rap Show Facebook or at Loose Rap Show on Instagram. Or you can find us on YouTube as well at Loose Rap Show on YouTube. And we are on multiple podcast apps. It's so many that it's hard to remember. I know for sure we're on Spotify. I know we're on Anchor. I know that we're on Google Cast. It's like 15 more that we're on, and I'm sorry that I don't have the list, but I will next time. Please share, like, everything, and thank you so much for coming through, watching the show, and having a good time. And be proud, because be proud of who you are. If you're not proud of who you are, how do you expect everybody else to be? So love yourself, love everyone, be safe, and be proud, and have a good night.